Hi, this is Paul Slakis. I'm here at, they call it Euro Pan. Pond. I have been on the Upper West Side for a long time, and this was a coffee shop many years ago, and a great one. Actually, it was a deli, I think. And so we're really in a great area. Like over there is Lincoln Center, and there's a Juilliard over there. There's the corner building, now a Century 21. And and I'm here with some good friends. So Beth
Hi
Lamont.
Paul, how are you?
I'm good. Tell us what you did tonight. Actually, at the Ethical Cultural Society on 63rd, 64th on
in Central Park
West.
I think the subject was well covered. How can we inspire the younger generation? And I keep saying, elders, off our rockers. Don't sit there. Share your information. And if we are evolving, we need more and more wisdom. And that's really, and one of the assignments I was saying, research the word meme. And I think that's the way you pronounce it. I think I got that from Dawkins. And these are units of information, or misinformation, could be. But all of our cultures, what we learn from our parents, our grandparents, that comes down historically to us. The words that we use, the expressions, the things we believe, the things we have faith in, this kind of thing. So this is the linear direction. These are units of culture, and it happens in the present, laterally. The people that we associate with, exchange ideas with, in our family, our community, our co-workers, and it's even more, where they call it viral now, because television and the internet, where we're all sharing ideas. But meme is a unit of information that it's like the DNA of society, the DNA of our culture. So.
All right, that's beautiful. And I believe you're a reverend, aren't you?
No, not a reverend.
You're a spiritual woman.
Well, I think we're all spiritual. And I'm very annoyed with religion for having co-opted that term. I think when you get goosepimply, when you hear beautiful music or you're inspired, you see a sunset or hear a newborn baby, all these things. These are spiritual aspects that belong to our human being. And it's strange that religion has co-opted that term.
Which term was it? Was it the reverend part?
Spiritual.
Oh, spiritual.
Spiritual.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
It belongs to human beings.
Yeah. We're just brothers and sisters?
Yeah. I am a humanist chaplain, and I do weddings, and I do everything in my power to promote the humanist philosophy. And the humanist philosophy means that we have evolved. He's still evolving. I hope to heck we're still evolving. We haven't gained our...
we're here, we're involved.
Well, we better be. If we don't blow ourselves into oblivion first. But I think embracing all of humankind and taking responsibility, treating people with respect. I think this is what humanism is about. There are Muslims, there are Catholics, there are Jews, there are Sikhs, there are so many different segments of humanity, but we are all earthlings. I thought this big blue planet, the picture of Earth from outer space, I thought that'd be conclusive, and that we'd see that there are no dividing lines.
Gotta go to the business card.
Just exactly like that. Yes. And that means...
What's good news for you?
Good news for me? I do believe that there is hope. I'm worried. I'm going to get political now. I'm worried about the alternatives that are facing us. So many people, peace people especially, people who are filled with hope, people who voted for the first time, who always felt disenfranchised or disassociated with but felt they had some piece of power, that we can make change. We had a promise. We were inspired. And those magnificent words and the whole idea that a black man, it was so awesome. And I think we gained a lot of respect around the world. I really do believe that those crazy Americans have come to their senses, you know. And now, with so many things that have our hopes, I worry about targeted assassination, drones, even the Patriot Act, all the things that are tending toward totalitarian government. We have flirted with fascism. I'm so afraid that we're so close to embracing fascism. It scares the pie out of me. It really does. And we need people power. If we've ever needed people power before in our lives, in this world, we need people power now. We don't need people to sit this one out. My kids are even saying, "Oh, Grandma, forget it. You know, there's no sense in being involved. They're going to do crazy things. What can we do?" And I'm saying, please, please, and talk to your friends, talk to your schoolmates, anybody who can vote, please vote. Have faith that the Democrats will produce. I've run out of
Okay, Professor, give me your name for the camera here.
Cy Amkrowd.
Where are you professor at?
I'm not a professor. I retired about 20 odd years ago, and since then I've attended classes at University of Arizona in Tucson and City College in New York. And the schools attached to these universities called Learning in Retirement. And what we do is we're seniors, usually about 200, and we teach each other and take classes with each other. And so if you're a member of our organization, you're obliged to teach a course in something. For example, and we have many classes of different subjects, and it's not yet, studying a text is not required. I'll give you an example. We have one course called Movers and Shakers, and they asked me to do some famous person, so I did Edward R. Murrow. And I went down Facebook, I went down all the internets, and I got stuff on him, and we traced his career from the Anschluss in Germany and through the World War II, and had his speech at the Buchenwald concentration camp, and his run-in with McCarthy. Go through the whole thing, and it brought everybody back to time past. And the various other subjects, there's all political and scientific, and there are many people who have expertise in many subjects, and they give forth. And I've been doing that for 20 odd years. And learning is a great thing. It keeps your mind going, and physical exercise is something you have to do. I'm 88, and I'm doing fine.
Yeah, you sure are.
Just really, really proud of you.
And what Beth has got me interested in is humanist thing. I'm looking for something to spend my time doing. And she's interested me in this program. We had a good discussion tonight, and I agree with you that I think the future is bright. We have bumps up and down, and the newspapers and the news only dwells on disaster. That's what they feel sells newspapers, but the Earth is functioning very well. They're aberrations. We've come to a point where we have no longer an alternative. We must become a one world. And my opinion is that this thing that happened in Tunisia. The young people of this world have gotten on the internet. That's the most important one. And they're communicating. And they all feel the same thing. They're not interested in war. They want peace. They want to get along. They want to do what their thing is. And this thing is perking up. The Arab world, the occupiers in Russia, this thing in Syria. Now in Syria, these people, they just go out on the street and they get shot at, but they come out again. And there's a mood coming through when everybody sees that these people come out even though they're being shot. It gives you a feeling that, you know, there is good in this world. It's not all greed. There's people are out to work with people. And I think this whole thing is perking through every country and is going to be the driving force for this world. These people are not naturalists. They are only people. And they feel a common interest with every other young person in this world. And that's what they'll develop into. And they're all, none of them are ideologues. They have no access to crime. They just want to live in peace with other people. And that's where we're going. It will take time. And when I'm 120, I know it will happen.
Okay, all right. It all sounds good. And 120 is an estimated year for men, and 128 is an estimated year for women.
To witness it.
I'm saying 120. There's no problem. You're going to be there. So that's even the census. U.S. Census will say such a thing. So I think this is all good. The last question then, what's good news for you?
What's what?
Good news for you. I mean, you just gave a lot of good news.
Every day I get up and I'm alive, it's good news.
David Levine. And what my previous two people who discussed their views are in many respects right on board. But I think the real problem in the world is that more people have to try themselves to do something about wiping out the injustices of the world and making it a much better world for everybody who lives. And my effort primarily in this area is that I formed an organization that's trying to present new ideas that the world could put into being now and could make the world a much better place. And I'm concentrating on certainly eliminating any injustice we can. Two, and that's the main part of our operation, is coming up with a peace plan that the world can utilize now to make war impossible to pursue. And then we also have a believe in better education, less drug abuse, less crime, and more prosper for all. And we think that the big problem, and we are taking many, many efforts to try to cope with this, is how do we change things so that the world can no longer go to war. War is too expensive for us now. It's got to change, and it may, in the modern world, destroy us all. And it may even happen from nobody's intention. It could happen by accident. And that is something the world should not live with. And I think everybody, again, should try to do something about it. Now, if you look at our website, World Peace Society, you will see some of the things we've done. But I also have other things we're doing, like I have a marketing plan that can cater to 80% of the people in the industry in the world and help the industry. Everybody adopts this peace plan to advance their own purposes in their own position and at the same time promote world peace. And I'm trying to keep it under wraps right now and get some people to start it, but almost any company that has some interest in doing something to improve the world could utilize it. But I do think there are things changing in the world, and the people who are trying to promote tyranny keep their own power will eventually lose out. But I'm out to make it quicker and as soon as we can.
Last question. What's good news for you?
Well, one, if I saw more people take a more active interest in trying to do something about it, and I'll take the size saying, every morning you wake up, it's pretty good news.